Hello, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to use the SansAmp Programmable Bass Driver Elite with a new app I made called SansApp. It's a mobile app. It's meant to connect through Bluetooth, though it can connect through USB if you have a newer iPhone. I do not, so I'm stuck on the Bluetooth path. So just to show you how this starts to work, if your SansAmp Elite starts up, you'll see I have this nifty Bluetooth wireless, or this Bluetooth MIDI jack that plugs in here called a MIDI jack, and it gets parasitic power out of the out MIDI port from the amp, and then is able to connect to your phone. You can set it up via CME. The people who make MIDI, they have a little app to help you get connected to your phone, and once that's powered up and connected, we can start using SansApp. See here, whenever it connects or sends any data along to this, it'll give you a nice little blink so you can see that you are connected. And right away you can see that anything you press in SansApp will start adjusting features on the pedal itself as those presets count up and down. And all of the dials are connected. I tried to follow the Elite Controls UI a little bit, but since mobile apps are a bit different, the UX still isn't settled here. But each knob here is connected to the app, and it live updates as that light blinks as those numbers go, and you can see this dial going up as we adjust the level. Or if you adjust it here, of course it won't adjust the knob, but you can get it back to where you want it by following the blinking lights here, or by seeing the yellow bit that says your last known value. A little shortcut that's built in is if you press and hold, it'll go back to the preset value that you have. And you can see all of the different presets that are here, and you can skip around to whatever one you want to go to. I also have a bit here. When I was doing some testing, it's really easy to accidentally lose all of your changes in SansApp. If you try to go anywhere and you have any dirty values, like anything that's changed, it will have this nice little dialog. So I can discard my current changes and switch to the chorus preset, for example. So with each of the editor, there's also the deep params. For example, if on all of the EQs, if you tap here, you can get a little graphical EQ to pop up to adjust any of your settings and get a nice little screen as well. That was an easy thing to do. And you can see that that's more or less copied over here with this tone look. A few other things is all of the different deep params are also in this part on top. So if you go to ambiance, for example, we can start turning on the different effects like reverb, and also as well as things like echo. And here is time for echo as well. So it's nice and easy to get dialed in all of these different bits. You'll see as these have moved around, the original values are back where that light yellow bit is. Let's see. And let's see, ambiance, there's amp controls. I made sort of what the voice would look like, and there's this idea of how much gain staging there is, of how clean your actual signal will be. So as we start adjusting these, it'll show how much gain is expected. There is chorus controls, all of the same things that's on Elite Control, except this does have a toggle switch, which I think in the forums they say there should be some new firmware coming out that the pedal will be able to turn this on or off, whether or not you're in the red zone. oops, and see, dynamics is where your compressor settings are. I tried to model this compressor graph after elite control as well of what things may look like. Apparently that's what the inductive setting is doing. It's nice with all of these, you can see what the presets are actually controlling. Filter settings, same on and off, with the bypass in the middle, just like the app. And then lastly, a feature that's been kind of rough to work on is the IR Studio, or an IR Studio. Being able to upload your own custom IRs via the mobile app. I'm still working on that. Something that would be nice to do is I baked in these kind of presets of like to do a high pass filter over a SansAmp, for example, and then upload that into slot 7 or slot 8. And then you can see the effect of what these IRs would look like. So this isn't live until you actually do the upload, because the circuitry of the actual pedal has to fiddle with things. But you can still do the same thing as in the app, is dragging this little microphone around to get your configured IR. And lastly, you can there's all the presets that are here, and you can save and move those around at will. Your 1, 2, and 3 for performance mode are showing there. And also something that's baked in is, the all of the kind of the secret like device MIDI things. So making sure you can turn safe mode on or off if you want to mess with your patch offsets. All of those specific MIDI settings are here as well. And I also left a link to the manual. It's cached, and you can download that so you have the manual available in practice. And of course, if you want to get nerdy, you can see all of the different MIDI logs of what SansApp is actually trying to do. I hope you're able to take this into practice with you and get to know this pedal better. Thanks.